So today I'm here to announce the winners of the giveaway from last week, which was for the Productive Luddite really big notebook, and I will tell you about that in a second. First off, oh goodness me, I've got puppies trying to climb up me. Hello, Mr. Scooby. Hello. Here he is. Hello, Scooby-Doo. Hello. Oh, he wants his tickle. It's Saturday afternoon and we've had fireworks for a week now, and it's driving me berserk and it's stressing the puppies out. They're not scared of fireworks, but Gypsy doesn't like all the noise that goes along with the fireworks, so she gets really stressed out. And then Scooby gets stressed out because Maddie's stressed out and he's trying to comfort her, bless him. He keeps licking her nose. Don't you, mister? Don't you, mister? You're a good boy. Can't see him against my black top, but he is there. He's here. Look. Hello. Right, let me tell you about something I found this week. I found a unicorn! You will remember, if you've been watching me for a while, you'll know that I'm not a big fan of zip-up Filofaxes. And the reason I'm not a big fan of zip-up Filofaxes is because... I'm sorry, I'm being distracted by the dogs. I'm not a big fan of zip-up Filofaxes because they force you to zip them up all the time. You can't hold them together without zipping them up, so you can't unzip them and just put them somewhere. They fall open, and it really annoys me. And I've always said, you know, if I could find a Filofax that had a zip up and a clasp, that would be your ideal. Well, guess what I found? Check it out. This is a vintage 1991 Windsor Filofax. It's burgundy. It's a little bit more purpley than my Kensington, but it's still burgundy. It really doesn't show in this light at all, but it's gorgeous. It is very, very, very plummy purple. It's actually very similar to the colour of the Malden, the purple Malden, but you can't really tell on camera. Pinks and purples really don't show up on camera that well. Anyway, this has, as you can see, a zip, and it has a clasp. Oh, it's like all my Christmases came at once. It's the same layout inside as the Kensington. So it's got the long wallet pocket here. It's got all the card slots. It's actually got it's got fewer card slots. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 card slots and an ID slot. So this is, you can put a photo in there or something, which I like. I can put a photo of my girls in there, that's great. The back, it has a full length pocket, but look at this. The pocket doesn't gum all the way across, it's only halfway. So you can put things in there and they don't get lost in the back of the pocket. How awesome is that? Obviously the front one's not the same because of the sideways cards. If they've put the cards vertically, they probably could have done the same on the front. But I don't mind the full length pocket on the front, like I say, because I keep my stickers in there in a little pouch. But having that half full length pocket, half width full length pocket at the back is just awesome, because not only can you use it for, you know, putting things in, but you could use it for a little notepad or something like that if you wanted to. It doesn't have the gusseted pocket, but on the personal that doesn't bother me. I use the gusseted pocket on the pocket size. I use the gusseted pocket on the pocket size, but I don't really use it on the personal size. I've just got my Chronodexes in there normally, but I've just slotted my Chronodexes in here because of the small pocket. They don't get lost. See? Oh, isn't it fab? Oh, it's awesome. The pen loop is rubbish. The pen loop, as in all of the older Filofaxes, is halfway, which is no use to man nor beast, frankly. Pen loops should always be up here, as far as I'm concerned, where you can hook a pen into them as well as putting a pen all the way through if you want to. But, you know, I didn't design it. The pen loop is... I don't think the pen loop has ever been used, frankly, because it's still flat and you can't get a pen in it. You could get a pencil in there if you were very careful, but I'm just not going to bother. I can just as easily... In fact, I've got my... I don't know if you can see, but I've got my pen just slid in the rings there. The rings are massive. I don't know if they're the original rings, I assume they are, but I've got exactly the same stuff in here as I had in my Kensington, and there's even more room on the rings than there was before. That's without even squashing it down. You can see the rings are huge. I haven't measured them. I'm not exactly sure how to measure them because the plate is missing. I don't know if you can see that. In here, can you see there? The front plate is missing. But that doesn't bother me. You can't see it and it doesn't cause any problems. The mechanism works just as well. Oh, that nice solid clunk of an old vintage Filofax. The rings are absolutely perfect, which is amazing considering how old it is. Like I say, it's a 1991 version. And because it was a vintage one, I bought it on eBay, by the way. Sorry, I should have said that. I bought it on eBay. I was not intending to buy a Filofax. I just happened to see one in my suggestions and I was like, whoa, is that a zip-up one with a clasp? No way. And it's purple. Oh my God. Yeah, it was mine pretty much within 10 minutes. I did also get, and this is quite interesting, I've got the original inserts. So there's the insert for the 1991 ruler. It's the old black flexible rulers. See, they used to be really flexible and didn't snap. Which has centimetres on one side and inches on the other. My new black rulers don't have that. They've only got the centimetres on one side. It also has an old world map. Russia. Yeah, not the Soviet Union or USSR. It actually says Russia. It was awesome looking at this. This is from 1992 world map. And as well, which was really exciting, look at these. 1987 London maps. And they've got all the street names on the back. So you look up the street name and it tells you what square it's in. And the map on the front, and they're from 1987. Isn't that awesome? And there's 3 of those. There's one for the there's one for Embankment right the way down to Stepney East, down through Whitechapel. There is one for, I think this one goes down past the Palace. Yeah, this is Westminster to Kensington with Knightsbridge and Hyde Park and the Palace in the middle. And this one I think is Regent's Park and Marylebone. Yeah, Regent's Park, Marylebone, Euston, right the way up as far as Paddington. Isn't that cool? So, you know, they don't really change the roads in London that much, so these are probably still fairly valid. I don't actually go to London very often, but, you know, it's handy to have a map if you don't go very often. So, I don't have them in my Filofax, I've got them in my hold all, because obviously I'm not going to use these at the moment. And it came with a full set of the marbled grey inserts. These are like the ones that they do in the Holborn now, which are cream. They're not like stiff or anything, they're just paper. And they're marbled grey blue. And those are the 1994 ones. I actually have these, oops, sorry, squeaky chair. I actually have these in beige that came in my Holborn, they're really nice. I I probably won't use them, to be honest. Or not in this Filofax anyway, I'll probably use them elsewhere, because being thinner, they're still really good dividers. They're still, you know, they're still nice and sturdy on the ends, but the middle bit is paper, which is, you know, it's half the thickness of the card dividers. So I might use those in my address book, because I've got the full A to Z and notes, so that would be useful for my address book, I think, because I can still put the A to Z in to split it up, but it won't take up massive room on the rings. So yeah, that's my Windsor lock, 1991 vintage. I've got my German Shepherd on there on the zip. I really like this. The zip, look at the zip. Can you hear the quality on that zip? It's not like, oh, anybody who's got a zip one now, unless you've got one of the high-end ones, like a, I don't know if they do a zip Malden, but the zip Holborns have a very similar zip, but it's still, oh, still not as sturdy as this zip. Isn't it just fab? My penny bridge, by comparison, is naff. Honestly, it just doesn't zip up. But the great thing about this, like I said, is that you don't have to zip it up. You can just clip it if you prefer. So I can zip it up at the end of the day and pack all my bits and pieces in it, or if I'm putting it in my bag. But when I'm just using it regularly during the day, if I'm just carrying it around, I can just unclip it. I don't have my Kensington next to me to show you, but well, I can show you next to the domino. It is substantially taller than a regular personal, by it's about an inch taller than the domino, and it's about an inch and a half taller than my Kensington, but it feels really nice, and it's quite light. Let's do the weight test. It is 0.6 of a kilogram, which is 1 1/3 pounds, I think. Yeah, about 1 1/3 pounds. So it's marginally heavier than my Kensington, but you know, it's an inch and a half taller, so and it's got a zip. Yeah, I'm really pleased. When I got my Kensington, I was like, I don't need to buy any more Filofaxes unless they're Kensingtons, because I love them. But, you know, like I said, this was a unicorn. This, I have always said, I would love to have a zip Filofax that had a clasp as well. That would be just functionally perfect for me. And, you know, I have to say, if this had been black or any other colour, I might have thought twice about it and thought, oh, well, would I really use it? But it's purple, dudes. It's purple. How could I say no? I will put a photograph on Instagram. I'll see if I can get a picture in the daylight tomorrow and get a decent colour comparison for you. But I would say from the photos I've seen online, it's the same colour as a purple Malden. So, I'm so happy. And the great thing is that my Kensington, my purple Kensington, which I've been using long term as my projects folder, I can actually put all my project stuff back in there because it holds so much. It's perfect for projects, especially for me, because I use fold outs and sticky notes and stuff like that. So yeah, this is my everyday one now, and my Kensington is going back to being my projects folder, which I use every single day anyway. So yeah. The winner of the Productive Luddite really big notebook, that's the 800 page 7x9 gorgeous big notebook, and the big S band from me is Cassandra Carus, also known as Cinnamon Snow. So congratulations, Cassandra. I will get in touch with you personally via email to the email that you used to sign up. I will contact you and copy in V from Productive Luddite so you can swap your details with her and we can get your address and send you your prize, and hopefully it will be with you very soon. You will need to choose a colour. There's 10 colours and I will include that in the email so you can let V know exactly what you'd like and where to send it. So congratulations, Cassandra. Thank you so much for the 1,000 people who entered. Oh my goodness. And that's not like, because you could enter 3 times, that's not like 1,000 entries. No, there was like 3,200 entries. But if you grouped it all together by name, there was 1,000 individual names. That's crazy. So I think the Really Big Notebook is popular. So thank you very much for entering. I will be back later in the week with some more fun stuff. And that's it for today. So congratulations to our winner Cassandra, and thank you all for entering the giveaway. I will see you next week. Bye.